Hey guys, I hope that you guys are doing amazing wherever you are. I am so grateful for all the comments and for all the guys who are subscribing, guys and gals who are subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much. And you guys have been asking about more videos on sex and sexuality. So here it is. Let's talk about sex. Let's talk about sex, baby. Okay, let's not do that. Okay, so you guys have said, a bunch of you said that we spend a lot of time when we are in the sexual act or we're going through whatever the preliminaries are, foreplay. A lot of us, INFJs, have a hard time being in our bodies. And I've already said that a billion times. Like, we forget that we get hungry, we forget that we need to sleep, we forget all that stuff, we forget that we have a body, we're always here. Now, I've said this before, we shouldn't be doing that because we need to take care of ourselves, but when we are having sex or we're in the act of doing whatever it is, a lot of times because we have a hard time being in our bodies, people are going to be like doing all their stuff, they're like doing foreplay stuff, they're touching us or they're kissing us on the neck and all that stuff, and I'm thinking to myself, am I supposed to feel this? Like, what's going on here? Like, is this supposed to be fun? Alright. I'm not even joking. Like, a lot of times people are doing all this stuff, like the guys are kissing me or doing all this stuff, like over here, over there, and I'm like, in my head I'm thinking to myself, oh my god, what am I doing here? Why am I even here? I could be doing something more useful. This is not even fun. Blah blah blah. Now, the reason this happens is because, again, as I said, we are disconnected to our bodies. We have a really horrible mind-body connection, and so a lot of times when people are giving us pleasure, trying to give us pleasure, through our bodies, we forget. We don't know. We don't feel it. Now, when someone gives us pleasure through our mind, when we're having an intellectual conversation, oh boy, like we could have an orgasm just because of that, right? But we have a harder time orgasming with just the bodily thing, right? Now, how I've kind of gone over it is through random other things that I'll talk about in other videos. But what I wanted to focus on right now is the fact that we should really be enhancing our mind-body connection in order to feel more while we're having sex, right? It's really important. That's one of the reasons I love yoga. It's the reason I love meditation. It's the reason I love doing a body scan meditation, so I'm in each part of my body when I'm doing it. This is the reason I love walking, because it's really getting me into my body, into my feet, into my legs. It's the reason I love doing anything physical, anything sensual, anything that requires touch or my body. Now, a lot of times in INFJ, if we have to choose between an activity that requires our mind versus our body, we'll always choose our mind, right? If I was going to choose reading versus walking, I'll be like, reading. But I'm trying a lot more nowadays to say, okay, let's do something physical. Let's go on a walk. Let's use our bodies somehow. Let's feel our bodies. Let's really build this mind-body connection. Let's do some yoga. Let's drink some water. Let's eat some food. Something physical. Now, it's very important for us to do that, as I said, because the more we are able to be in our bodies, it's not going to negate us being in our minds, because we spend way too much time in our minds. We really need to balance that out, right? But what it'll do is that it'll make you realize, oh, I have a body. I'm not even joking. It took me a long time as an INFJ. When I was younger, for the longest time, I did not relate to my body at all. Do you know what I would do? I would be so forgetful that I had a body that I would pee in my pants because I'd forget that I need to go pee. I'd forget to go pee, guys. This was how insane it was. Like, it's absolutely maddening to me. So if you're a young INFJ and you're having a hard time with this mind-body connection, you really need to work on this. Because we need to have a mind-body connection in order to have good sex, right? Because if you're spending way too much time in your head and you're not being in your body, you're not going to feel anything, right? Sex is, a lot of it is mental, obviously, but majority of it is physical, right? Feeling it in your body, feeling the touches, feeling the caresses, feeling all of that has to come from your physical body, from your senses, from your nerve receptors on your bodies, right? It does not come from your head, it comes from your body. Now, if you don't feel your body, if you don't know that you have a body, then it's not going to work, right? So I think the first step for INFJs, in order to have good sex, which is really important, guys, I know that we can be very easily asexual and forget that we have a body, but it's really important for our physical health to have a good sexual relationship, to have a good sexual sexuality, to be able to do all this stuff and to have orgasms. It's important. It's healthy. There's a lot of physiology that's associated with it. There's no, yes, we need to do it to produce babies, but there's a lot of other stuff that happens with it as well, right? And so in order to be healthy, we need to take care of that. And the first step I would definitely always say to any INFJ, or anyone really, is of course we need to learn about our bodies. We need to learn what we like, but also it comes from a mind-body connection. We need to realize that we are not only a mind, but also a body. And once you realize that fact, then all of a sudden you'll start feeling your body. You'll be like, oh my God, I have a back. And it really likes being bitten. I'm just making up stuff here, no, not really. That's when you realize, oh wow, my back is really, really sensitive. Or you're gonna realize if they give a foot massage and you're like, oh my God, I love that. I love when people touch my feet. Or my knees, the back of my knees, they're so sensitive. Blah, 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 right? There's all this stuff that you're gonna start discovering about your body. And then you're gonna be able to direct that person to be like, okay, you know what? I don't care when you're doing stuff around my belly or around my pubic area, but I love it when you're on my back and biting my back or doing something. You know what I'm saying? I'm making up stuff here, but I'm just saying you're going to know yourself better and then you're able to direct them better and then you'll have a better sexual experience. Now, I'm going to talk a lot more about this stuff. There's so much to talk about, asexuality and BDSM and all that. Like, there's so much to cover. But I want to keep these videos short because I realize that we have a hard time talking about sex as a society in general, but also as INFJs. We'd rather talk about abstract concepts that are like in the ether. We'd rather talk about quantum physics and spirituality, all that stuff. But when it comes down to talking about stuff in the real world, about physicality, we get uninterested or we have a hard time with it. So I'm going to keep these videos short and sweet. And I'd love to hear your opinion or your conversations or your opinions on sex and sexuality in general. I'm really looking forward to it. I want to hear from you guys, so let me know if you guys have any suggestions for future videos, or if you want me to speak specifically about some aspect of sex that you think would be interesting. All right. I hope this makes sense. I hope this is interesting, and I hope this, what I was saying makes sense. It's just from my own opinion and from my own experiences, because I used to never love sex, and now I love it and I actually enjoy it. And so that's why I really wanted to share this with you, because it is a very important part of being a human being, and INFJs do have a hard time with it. Okay? I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.